around the clock, sports all the time. That's never gonna work. That's ridiculous.
Just remember to have fun out there today. And if you lose, I'll kill you.
This is Talk and Audio.
Seriously, this thing is gonna be a cultural disaster.
Away we go, a brand new edition of the Talk and Audio podcast on a Family Day Monday. Are we doing that? Is that a thing? Have we made that official yet?
Did you see all your family today? Most of it?
I saw some of it.
Yeah.
The important parts of it. Oh, I'm going to get in trouble for that. Already.
But it's totally on you.
Yeah.
You did it.
Yep. Oh, I gone and done it.
Yeah, it's a family day, man. Of course,
It still feels a little
forced.
Yeah, here's a Hallmark card.
Oh, I'm not buying
It used to be a
anything.
civic. Yeah, clearly. Because you and I aren't family. You didn't bring shit for me.
I'm here.
So what am I being punished for?
Yeah, that's what you get.
Saw mom and dad today.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, and really...
And they saw me at my best at like 8 a.m. You know I'm very pleasant to be around, very sociable.
Yeah, I got a text at like 5 to 9. You're like, on the road, good to go.
Yeah, but it was sent with a grimace and a...
I took it with there was a sunny disposition.
Oh, well, you and I have never met.
I'm like, look at that guy. He's very happy. Yeah, we spent a pile of time rooming on the road. I know.
Don't talk to Matt.
What morning Matt looks like.
So they saw me this morning. They would not have enjoyed it. I saw them this morning. I was grateful to have had that opportunity.
Yeah.
The rest of the family saw over the last little bit while I was down there and enjoyed like 98% of that. So why don't we have a pint?
Hard on the heels of Family Day and Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
2 days apart.
Feel the love.
It seems like a lot.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Talking about Hallmark cards and forced holidays, et cetera, et cetera.
Don't you think one, though, has got a little more heft behind it, a little
it's more
legitimacy? Yeah. And is that all it is? It's just we've been doing it for... Because I remember saying to somebody who follows the monarchy quite clearly, or quite strongly, like, loved the Queen.
Yeah,
May she rest in peace.
I still love the Queen.
They're like... She's like a bridge back to a very different time. She's always been our queen. She would ever, and then all of a sudden, like, hey, this guy's your king. Like, fuck you. Who's this fucking guy who wants to be established as our king? Like, he's just some new douche. I got no time for you.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel about Valentine's Day, I guess, and family. I'm sorry, everybody.
So
it's going to be one of those.
Valentine's Day is the Queen?
Those.
Is that what I'm getting here?
Yeah.
And
she's legit.
Family
She's
Day
been around.
is
Family
King
Day
Charles.
is just like, yeah, we're just trying to jam something new in here to kick this.
Jamming it in.
Charles in charge.
Yeah. Chuck in charge.
Yeah. Let's have a beer.
All right. What do you got?
Badly need one, clearly.
I want to know what you're drinking. Yes. Sounds like it's in a can. It's delightful.
Flaccid open over here.
I know, but...
So, you and I were talking in the green room at length, just trading monologues.
As we do. What do you two talk about? Well, we just usually talk about how great each other are, and that's about it.
No, never each other. Ourselves are to each other.
Sorry, this is it. Yes, exactly. It's never extolling your virtues. It's extolling my virtues to you.
But you asked me, have we just run out of beer names? Like, are we just over this and people are now just throwing shit at the wall? I got one here, handed off to me by my buddy Shane, who I got to see while I was down in the northern Durham region, southern Kawartha Lakes, whatever you'd want to call it. He left one here for me, a porter at 4.8% from the Together We're Bitter brewery down in...
I never heard of it.
No, me neither. And it says it's a cooperative brewery. I know some of our friends don't love those in the brewery industry. But I was amused. I gave it, like you, a little bit of a chuckle. So that's what I got here. The porter from Together We're Bitter.
And so, short of the flaccid,
open,
less than inspiring crack on it, what's the first pull on it?
Well, let me get back to you on that.
Okay, because I noticed you didn't pour it into a glass, which is how a porter should be drank, but whatever.
I really considered just staying down there and
No, you didn't.
Yes,
No, we already had this conversation.
All right.
There are levels of irritant.
Boy, is that true. I'm at about a 6.5 or 7 right now.
Rob comes up
And
on
there
the lower
there
scale.
was somebody in Oakwood significantly higher than that. I was redlining on. This is nice. It's exact, like there's no strong sweetness, no chocolate, no like background flavor like you might find in a stout. It's just a straight up. It reminds me a little of the Percy Mapleton. Although this is not as strong, this at 4.8%.
Percy Mapleton is maybe my high water on a porter.
It was terrific, and yet the guy responsible for bringing it failed to mention
7.8 or 7.5, whatever it was.
before we sat down and threw back a pile of them that, hey, easy there. No, he failed to mention that.
He does not have a governor on him, though,
No,
so he
governor.
doesn't realize that other people need it.
Require it, yeah. So that's what this one reminds me of a little bit. Pretty nice, but it's a standard porter, not a whole lot.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Good shit.
Good shit.
Together we're bitter.
It's actually could be the byline on the show.
Fuck yeah. What do you got?
Got a little mouthful of head there.
Well, you know.
This is a gift from part of a Valentine's gift basket from my lover.
We're not doing that, though.
Yeah, we are. We just did it.
Everybody at Tall Can Audio, and so it's weird, right?
Of course.
It's my girlfriend, it's my boyfriend,
weird.
it's my husband, it's my lover. No, don't do that.
I just did it on purpose.
Yeah.
This is from Reinhard out of Toronto, I believe. Reinhard Brewing.
Yeah.
This is Hearts Collide
Ooh.
Imperial Stout,
Okay.
coming in at 9%.
Okay.
Baby!
Reinhard.
Yeah, blows down. So yes, it poured beautifully. Actually, nice head on it. We'll see, but I'm getting all the notes that you'd expect in Imperial. Some of that sort of raisiny, little licorice, malt, heavy malt forward,
Okay.
but not too boozy.
Yeah.
Now we'll see what happens as it warms. But 9%, Hearts Collide, which is us.
No.
No, not you and I.
Oh.
My lover and I.
It's somehow worse. I did mention I had a lovely trip down to see the family. As most of the good listeners know, there are obstacles to these family visits. There are things that make it slightly less enjoyable at different times. I did get to, and I put this out on Twitter, because I think this was the moment where my brain broke for this trip, because there's always a moment. I got down there on, I think, the Wednesday before the Super Bowl. And on Super
That's
Bowl...
a long time ago.
On the, on Super Bowl Sunday, someone in our family get-together said that the coin toss can be difficult to predict because it's roughly 50-50.
I love that. You texted me that, and I thought,
Roughly.
that's the best thing
It's
ever.
roughly 50-50. It's hard to predict. And I was I don't know what to do with that. I gotta go. Like, I just can't do this.
Yeah.
I should say I've almost doubled my money on my Super Bowl bets that I do with my my niece each year. We threw down $20 on. Now my niece bailed at the last second, hadn't finished her homework, so I was stuck doing the color of the Gatorade after the game, the over under points or whatever else. So I'd thrown $20 in on the Super Bowl pool. Came away with $38. So pretty good, man.
$8.
Yeah, not bad.
You put 20 down. She put $20 down, I assume.
I put 20 down. No, this is the beauty for her.
Oh.
I put money down. When we win, she gets that. When we lose, I never hear from her again.
Right.
Until the next Super Bowl. So, but yeah.
And challenging for her because she got hooked in with the whole Kelsey Swift thing, I'm sure.
That was a big part of it, was
now
how many times will they show Taylor on TV? And it'll be 0 this year, right? And so she loses. But she was the one who had texted me and said, hey, are we going to do our bets again this year? I said, yeah, no problem. So I threw the money in, and then, as happens to so many people, at least in my family, I can't speak for you, I was a procrastinator when it came to homework. She must have had something due on Monday, and on Sunday night it wasn't done, and she was no longer permitted to come partake in those pieces of wisdom
Yeah.
that were being thrown down.
Lessons.
Yeah.
And you know
Coin
what?
toss is roughly 50-50.
Yeah. I somehow I really enjoyed that. I found that to be, that's a little nugget, little pearl of wisdom that I'm going to tuck away.
Yeah. Well, keep that in mind. Should you ever have to bet on a coin toss, it's roughly 50-50.
Well, and as somebody who's maybe taken 1,000 coin tosses in my life,
Yeah.
it feels like it's not 50-50.
No. I feel like I lose.
I feel like
70%.
This is it. I feel like I am down. It's a 2/3.
How many sides are on this coin?
This is exactly right. An octagon. Flick. Yeah. Anyways.
All right.
But I did enjoy that. And I knew you were having a good time.
Well,
If you're texting me,
and now I'm back.
you're like, things are not going. It's like the burping the Ziploc. That's what Matt is. When Matt texts me from when he's down home, it's a release. It's a pressure
There is
valve.
a release valve.
Yes, exactly.
For sure.
I'm here for it.
Well, yeah. You know what? We'll get to it coming out of the intermission on this show. Some news out of my hometown
Yeah.
that he also had takes on.
Something that the rest of us have known for years.
We will get to that. We are on social media at Tall Can Audio. Give us a follow there. Subscribe to the pod wherever you're hearing us right now. We are going to start things off with the Olympics. And you got the floor, man. Whether you want to go hockey, men's or women's, whether you got something else early on your mind. We got a lot of ground to cover here. Where are your thoughts at this point on the final Monday of the Olympics? I guess we got 6 days left here.
First and foremost, here in 2026, how many legitimate sports have a kiss and cry section?
Can
we do away with the kiss and cry?
Like, at this point, isn't that what's going on with the men's hockey, where like one team has to stay on the rink while the other team funnels through the mixed zone and like, can I go out and see some family here while I wait for it? Have you seen that?
No.
Oh, yeah, man. After every men's hockey game, the winning team has to stay on the ice while the losing team hits the mixed zone and does their interviews with the
on the
press.
way out,
yeah. Because it's such a weird setup that they have here, and there are no locker room. Like, you got to go back around to the other side. So you keep seeing these shots much later on after the game is finished of like John Cooper addressing the team at the bench still or in one corner because the team they've just run roughshod over is doing the mix zone first.
The kiss and cry.
Don't you think? Hey, we win. We get to go first. Like, we'll go out and gloat and have a good time.
And you guys
wait
will
here
think
and
about what
feel
you did here.
shame. Yeah,
what did you do here today?
Right.
What can you do better moving forward?
Yeah.
And it's funny because the way the games are being presented, I'm watching, and it was maybe after the Switzerland game.
Hops Fizz.
Crosby is skating around, and I'm like, how come people are still on the ice?
Yep. I got to just wait here.
Well,
I'm
and so
Sidney fucking Crosby.
yeah, like I am the icon. Like, what are we doing? Why am I waiting? But I thought it was weird that there was this prolonged period, but I didn't realize that was what was happening.
The losers have to go run the gauntlet first, and then the.
So kiss and cry.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. I'm like, I think we can probably do away with that. Mm-hmm. We're all athletes. We're all.
Are we?
Well, okay. They're all athletes. They're all athletes.
Yes.
I think we can. I'm doing this. I don't need to cry or.
You can cry.
You can, but I don't need a specific zone.
Right.
To sit there and
Are
go.
you going to cry? You go over there.
Go over there. The kissing is on that side. The crying is over there. And we've all been on dates where that is how it goes. I've shed a tear.
Yeah.
And the other thing was, and it's just an observation, was anybody absolutely calling out for the monobob? Like, that's my high school nickname?
Yeah.
But
Unibob.
yeah, who's calling out for the monobob? Like the 4-man.
I'm seeing more people calling out against the opposite. Who called out for the 2-man luge? Like, what are we doing there? How do you discover you're good at that?
Yeah. Well, and again, you're like,
Heated rivalry season.
well,
two.
we're both in these skin tight suits, and you're like, I see you packing.
Hey.
I see you packing.
I
the
know
split
what's going
peas
on
over
down there.
The suit could be a little looser. Anyways,
Oh, this is like the injections from the ski jumpers.
yeah. Honestly, it's not. It really is the dirty Olympics.
Yeah. Honestly, you Italians.
People injecting stuff into their business. I don't know. People swearing at each other.
Curlers.
Curlers cursing at each other.
We are in the middle of a curling controversy. Do you watch like at all? Like if it's, I know they've got like not a World Cup now, but some sort of series. I get it. I don't watch that at all.
Is it a Pinties?
Yeah, it was. It was at one point. I don't know if it still is.
Eugenie Bouchard in the Pinties World Tour of curling?
Right. But now, like, if it's the Briar or the Scotties, is that enough for you, or are you still just, it's not for me, man?
I grew up in a household that was hot for the curling.
Okay.
My dad curled. So I was born out west. Dad picked it up. Loved. Dad would be in the basement in the days before you had the push brooms.
Right.
With the old slap, 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 slap. Like he'd be working the downstairs. So he loves the curling.
Mm-hmm.
My dad loves the curling. And so I grew up in a household with, Ed Wernick, Al Hackner, like these sorts of things, right?
Okay.
Just where it's a thing. Curling is a thing.
Yep.
And so I find it to be a decent TV sport.
Yeah.
But really, not so much.
I can't do it every weekend.
Right,
You
no.
will get me to tune in because everybody's talking about it during the Scotties or
Yeah.
And I got to be honest.
And we have the curling assassin is from right here in Ottawa, Rachel Holman.
She's being assassinated again. Like it's sort of collapsing. But to me, the Scotties lose something. Like when it was the Scott Tournament of Hearts, I was like, that actually sounds like a big deal. That's it. Now it's the Scotties. I don't know. It lost a little prestige. Maybe that's silly, but that's the way I looked at it anyway. And you get now to a point where you've got guys. I wanted to see curling fights. Like, I guess the thing is, there's a line, the hog line, which I'm uncomfortable with.
Yeah.
That if
I'm
you
gonna put that right out there.
if you touch the stone again after releasing
yes.
it's a
double touch, Matt.
It's a thing. And then the Canadian women, I guess, turned out to be doing the same thing. But then after that, there was Great Britain got caught doing the same thing. And apparently this is one of those things that is like, it is an infraction. Like you should be called on it, but that it maybe isn't as uncommon
curling,
as because this is one of those things where every Olympics, there's something where you're like, I have to proclaim my expertise here. I don't fucking know. I don't know, but
Well, curling is like, it's one of those sports, kind of like golf, where you're
you can't dust your ball.
You're self-policing, right? Like you have the two teams get together and they're like, you're closer, I'm closer.
Right.
We got to call for a measurement. But other than that, for the most part, it is self-officiating. And so it is, hey.
Until some Canadian tells you to fuck off with your complaints.
Yeah, get fucked. Like he dropped about 4 F-bombs on him. But
I kind of like that.
It is sort of self-policed.
Yep.
And so it is in the gentlemanly and the very pragmatic Swede saying, hey, you're double touching.
I will show you the video after.
Yeah. Well, that sounded very German.
German. It was kind of German.
But anyways, he was just sort of
Willy.
The Swede never really changed his tone.
No.
And the Canadian sort of got more.
Hey, fuck you. Go fuck yourself. Fuck off.
Kennedy, I think the guy's name is.
Yes, Mark Kennedy.
Mark Kennedy.
I kind of like him. I don't know shit about curling.
Well, but to me, and it comes across a little bit as, methinks the curler
Yes.
doth protest too much.
Yep.
Like it just.
But apparently also having that video is not okay. Like you're not allowed to shoot in the Olympic venues for yourself.
Yes.
So the
But
fact
they came with that.
Yep.
They videoed specifically for this.
So, but now that it's drifted to the women's team as well and the Great Britain team, like it sort of feels like, look, I don't want to get bogged down on this because I don't know and look, if you're more informed on this than me, power to you, man.
Okay, but just a second.
But I just think the thing that's bugging me is calling Canada cheaters. When Nick Suzuki takes a tripping penalty and that disallows Nate McKinnon's goal in game 1, is he a cheater? I guess he committed a foul. He was called on the foul, and we move along. Like, the reputation is the thing that they're all cheaters. Well,
it's very different.
if you commit a foul within the game, then you should be called on said foul, and we all move along. I just think we don't know enough about curling, and so we hear that somebody's doing something bad and start to scream that
I think it's
there are rules built in to accommodate for this.
It's very different in the fact that Suzuki commits the infraction, and it's an infraction only because the refs call it.
Yeah.
There's a pile of things that happen in a game that are infractions that don't get called.
Sure.
But you're playing hockey, which is not a self-policed game.
No. Well, it's supposed to be.
No. This is not a game for gentlemen. It never is. And I'm doing whatever I can do. Like, if you look at, there's certain guys who are like, I'm out here doing as much shit, and you can't call everything.
Right.
There's lots of that. Whereas in curling, when there is this, I'm going to call it gentlemen's rules.
But didn't they then ask for the judges to be removed from the... There was enough countries who said this is kind of a joke, and
they've installed...
Yeah.
Because I know that the Swiss, when they put these line judges in, which is abnormal...
Yes.
And the Swiss guy's like, he's doing it. Look, he's doing it right there. And the ref is not calling it. And you're like, why do you bring another ref in if that ref is not going to call the double touch?
But this is every sport. No, as a player,
I know.
I think one thing, and a judge, you think the other.
The difference is the refs are calling a hockey game, and if they're not calling it, like we've seen that.
Yes.
There's no
they
penalties.
Put their whistles away.
This is it. And you're like, and chaos ensues. So in a self-policed sport, if you don't follow the rules, it is different because there is nobody else there.
If I step up to you with a gentlemanly complaint and your response is "fuck off,"
yeah,
we've broken the system a little bit.
Yes. Okay. And that's I think you're going to see a change. I think you're going to see a Hawkeye system, or there's going to be some kind of, which is the tennis system, right?
I just think you've also seen an awful lot of tennis. Yeah, an awful lot of curling players that go, this is not all that uncommon.
Okay, well, the Swiss guy,
yes,
who said he's doing it, he also said, I for one don't think what he's doing makes a lick of a difference.
It doesn't for how hard,
heavy that stone is.
Yeah.
Yes.
For you to still have a finger on. Sure. Are you breaking by the letter of the law? Yes, you are.
Yes.
Is it likely making much of a difference? It's probably not.
But he is saying, and I don't disagree with him, you're breaking the rules and you're doing it intentionally.
So do you disagree with me on my classification on my objection being that these guys are cheaters versus in any other sport, it's just a penalty. It's just a foul. It's just like they can take the rock out and you've now resolved the foul. Does that make you a cheater or does it mean
you've committed a foul?
An infraction within the game. Yeah.
I think the difference is that this is a known or an understood thing in the community that Canada is doing.
Yeah.
And so
and Great Britain.
When Great Britain's doing it here. Mm-hmm. But coming in, it was the Canadians were more known for it.
It just suggests to me that this is maybe not all that uncommon.
Okay. So to me, it is the interesting thing was Matt Kennedy was not penalized.
Mark Kennedy.
Mark
Do not impugn the good name of the Mats.
Well, it's actually where I went with. If there's something that needs to be sullied, it's a Matt, 100%. Corner cutting sons of bitches. That he didn't get penalized. He got, there was stern words afterwards.
As a letter.
And saying, hey, your use of language. It was Rachel Holman the next day who had her stone removed.
Yes.
For doing the exact same thing. So I just think in a self-policed sport versus a officiated sport, that's where the whole blurry line between cheating and not comes.
I wanted to ask you where you stand right now on now. I think we just saw just before we started recording that Olden got a gold medal today, but we are behind projections.
There was also Courtney Saroux.
Yeah, she got a silver this morning.
Silver in the 1,000 meter
but we did
short
get
track.
a gold here this afternoon while you and I were
Okay, no, I didn't see that.
wasting time in the green room.
We were not wasting time. We
It's time
were
well spent.
sharing worldly experiences.
Yeah. You and I,
11 medals through
Yeah.
through day 10 or whatever we're at.
there's been a lot of talk about how many golds Canada has right now. And Canada was projected to win 10 gold medals. But by last Thursday and Friday and Saturday, you're already seeing people complaining and saying, well, based on Vancouver, which was our all-time high,
Get
and
fucked.
based on all these other games that Canada's been to, we are behind in the projections. And you have to actually drill down and go, 9 of the 10 sports that we were projected to get a gold in haven't even started yet. And now that we sit here on a holiday Monday and record this show, it's gotten a little more, I don't want to use the word dire, but I don't have a better word for it. Like, we are now into it a little bit. We have missed on a couple. Like, there's been a couple close calls where a silver has come down. But Kingsbury got one on Saturday or Sunday.
Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Yep.
Look, there has been a couple of close calls. I also saw that, we're firing up the bobsled in a used German sled from 2018.
Oh, but the Germans using good shit.
They have got better shit than us now, and that's why they're willing to go, yeah, here, take our... it's very cool runnings, a little bit. I'm just sort of curious as, you and I have followed amateur sport. I don't want to be over the top about it, but maybe a little more closely than some other outlets here over the last however long.
A much more closer feel for it and the process.
And the way
that
the
leads
system
up
works.
to
Right, yeah. Are you...
alarmed?
Yeah.
Not at all. Not at all.
Yeah.
Like if we end up with 17 to 20 medals, which is kind of where we're on pace for, I'm over the fucking moon about that. Like, to me, do I worry that Norway has 25 medals already and 10 gold or whatever it is? No, I don't worry about that. But I also grew up in a time where Calgary we hosted and had
88.
no gold medals, had 3 medals in the whole competition.
Yeah.
This idea that Canada would show up on the world stage and be in the top 10,
We're still coasting a little bit on the fumes of Own the Podium.
100%. So for those of you who
but
don't
is that
know,
okay?
It's totally okay for me.
But doesn't that mean it's time for another injection of...
Yeah, well, Calgary's going to host in 2038.
Oh, okay.
So buckle up.
I will.
We're going to get into another rotation here.
Sweet.
But that's what it is my kids, and I've told the story a bunch of times, 2010, where Canada ended up with 29 medals.
Again, most in the back half.
And
Like Alex Bilodeau wasn't until like day 4 or 5.
and we didn't and we didn't Jennifer Heil was early on.
Yep.
We did not win the most medals, but we won the most gold
Right.
in those games at 29 medals. And my kids are like, "Oh, we won another gold. We won another medal." And I'm like, and it's I had to put it into perspective.
There was an app on my BlackBerry that the cowbell would ring when Canada won another gold medal. Like, it was a thing. We were doing it so frequently.
I
But
do love a BlackBerry.
Rob still got one.
I missed the keyboard, man. I totally missed the tactile keyboard. But that this notion that Canada is going to show up and be a top 3 every year, and that somehow 17 to 20 medals is something to be, sneered at.
Right.
It's bullshit, man. It's totally like the number of 4th and 5th place finishes. Anybody who's done anything and showed up somewhere and finished 4th, and people are like, that's bullshit.
I've brought this up before.
You're
right?
4th in the world. You're bullshit.
We have this conversation all the time, especially on the Brew Marsh or whatever. The idea that SGA does something for 82 games in the NBA versus an Olympian, it has to be today. Do it today or you're done for 4 years. Nobody cares. I know you'll be somewhere in 2 weeks in the French Alps or whatever else. No one's watching. No one cares. You better do it today.
I look
that
at
the pressure that comes with that, and you get a personal best that day, even if it doesn't land you on a podium.
Right.
Fuck, man, that's incredible.
I look at it. We'll use a very current situation in these Olympics. Ilya Malin, the quad god.
the quad fraud.
Yeah, nobody gets to. That's what happens when you self-gloss, ladies and gentlemen. You get to call yourself whatever. What's the line, Matt? If we got to make up our own nickname, we'd all be.
We'd all be the Duke.
We'd all be the Duke. This is a guy who, coming into these Olympics, had not lost a competition since November of 2023.
Pretty good.
And what did he say, Matt? After blowing up in the men's feature, the long program.
I don't have the quote you're looking for.
Okay, it doesn't matter because, to paraphrase, he's like, I was not prepared for the pressure of my first major games.
Right.
All the shit that comes with it. You see him partying with the Kachucks. You think that guy is ever somewhere where Matthew and Brady are?
Ottawa.
Probably not.
No.
But
or Miami. Probably not where figure skaters are.
So anyways, all I'm saying is, it's the opening ceremonies, it's the media, it's all this shit that when you come from
to let him off the hook a little, and maybe you don't want to.
No,
a lot of people fell.
Yes.
Do we have any time for the ice thing? He's part of it. He falls to 8th. Like a lot of, like 8 or 10 out of 18 people, or out of 20 skaters fell.
Yeah. So, but to me, it is, all I'm saying is, this is a guy who, in the team performance, was stellar.
Yep.
The difference is the pressure that comes with an event that happens every 4 years.
Yep.
There is so much pressure bearing down on these people. And this dude's 21.
Alex Stig. Nobody remembers number 2.
This is it. And all I'm saying is that is the pressure that comes with and all the things that an amateur athlete has to deal with who doesn't deal with media, heavy media scrutiny on a week-to-week competition basis. When he shows up at the Olympics and everyone's like, that dude is the best.
He did a one-on-one interview with CBC, which I know for a Canadian doesn't sound like much. He's an American. He doesn't have to do that. Like, that's an extra piece of, that's an extra microphone shoved in his face. He's not used to facing every week, right? Or every time he does this. It's a new thing. And look, I thought he was, for whatever you want to think of a guy who dubs himself the quad god. He did not duck it. He did not mention the ice. He did not. He just said, I wasn't ready for it. I wasn't prepared. And power to him for being open and honest about it. But man, that's just the way the Olympics can go sometimes. And so to bring it back to the Canadian perspective here, we have had a couple people just miss. Yeah. Especially on the goal. Like, there's a tie, and I guess they go back to like how you did on one of your turns.
The Kingsbury, where he was faster, and there was 3 things you'd get judged on.
Yes.
And he was better on 2 of the 3, and the one thing that he wasn't better on
was the one they used to
give it to the Australian guys, and you're like,
hey,
what?
Right. So, look, I do think we can have a conversation about it's not ideal that our bobsledders are taking hand-me-down equipment from other countries while they move on to better things.
Agreed, yes.
And that we as a country need to have continuing conversations about how much sport matters to us. What are we investing compared to other countries? And are we as sports fans prepared then as every 4 years to go, well, if we're only investing 30% of what that country's investing, we should really only expect 30% of their medal outputs. So
you look at Norway, who is crushing this
every Winter
Olympics.
Games.
Anything with a ski on it, they are killing it.
Yeah.
And so now there is something to be said that when it comes to the Summer Olympics, where are the Norwegians at?
Sure.
Where are the Norwegians at?
What are you doing?
Nothing. 0. And
still skiing at home.
Yeah. So, but they have, and I remember, just after 2000, the Australians at that point, a smaller country than Canada, eclipsed us, like blew us away in their home Olympics.
Yep.
And at that point, what they did was here's 8 sports that we think we can compete at.
Yep.
They get all our money.
That's what Own the Podium did.
Yes.
Headed into 2010. We would love to keep evenly splitting our money out for all of you, but we're not doing that. While we're hosting a home games, we're going to look at our best threats to get medals, and they're getting the lion's share of the money. And I think that's a reasonable way to do it. I get the arguments against it. I think those are reasonable arguments as well, but I tend to come down on the let's have a good showing here. Let's invest where we can. I think the part, to put a bow on this, man, that bugs me is the people that are charged with covering this who are just either woefully unaware or wanting to have a bad faith argument. When you roll into this past Saturday, the 14th, and say, hey, these other countries have this and this and this, we're projected to win, like I said, 10 gold medals, and we have none yet, and 9 of the events haven't even started.
Yep.
You have no business covering this. You are looking for engagement now. You're looking for clicks now. You're looking to be needlessly. And if we get through all 10 of those events and have like 2 gold medals, great. We need to have a conversation about what happened. But for you to either not know that the events you're projected to win haven't started yet, or to know and not care and put it out into the ether anyway, write your column, write your shitty tweets, I got no time for that, man. It bugs me a lot.
We live in a world where you are seeking engagement with readers, whatever it is, right? That is
Good or bad.
good or bad. This is it. You are looking for that. And it's funny because I have consumed 90% of my Olympic coverage live or in,
Right.
evening coverage, whatever it is, on TV.
Mm-hmm.
I am not on Twitter hardly at all.
Right.
And I haven't felt that. But coming over here today, I was listening to some radio, not local radio, but and there was this talk of exactly the way you phrased the question.
Yeah.
Hey, now they said we've had as high as 39 medals in the Winter Olympics, and I'm like, that's not true. If you're going to be outraged,
Yeah.
be outraged with
I think 29 is our
29
high water.
is the high, yes. Be outraged with facts.
Frame it properly.
Could you at least be factual?
Because we're not getting to that either in these games. Like, if you can still use that for your outrage mark if you want to, but be correct about it.
But man, if Canada has 4 or 5 gold medals and reaches 20 gold medals, I'm high-fiving.
4 or 5 golds and 20 total medals.
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry. And I am high-fiving everywhere.
Sure.
That to me is,
For what we're investing right now.
I am super content with what we're doing and what Canadian athletes are doing with the funding that they're getting. Like and to me, as somebody who came through amateur sport, I am very much, I'm happy with that. I don't want to see money come away from education, from medical.
We have
more.
finite dollars for sports.
This is it.
Yeah.
And if it comes to a home games again, I understand. Look at the Italians. They are going to eclipse.
Look at the Chinese.
Yeah.
If you want to host in an autocracy, you can make some things happen, man.
And I know this firsthand. I've seen the Chinese might
Sure.
when we want to do something, what it looks like up close and personal.
This is the one thing I actually respect about the Russians is like, we want to have an autocracy in a home games. But we're just going to cut holes in the wall and have people piss through the right cups.
Yeah,
and
but not,
nothing high tech about
not,
it.
not
Nothing special.
very, aesthetically pleasing holes. It's just, there it is. Look at that.
Yeah. No, everybody loves an aesthetically pleasing hole. What have you thought of the hockey tournament?
I've loved the Olympics. I was a slow boil to begin, but I've really embraced it. I like the whole.
Took half this week off work to keep watching.
Yeah, and I will.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm in the middle of a 5-day weekend. Anyways, hockey.
Yeah.
Yes. What about hockey, Matt?
I think I asked you, what have you thought so far of the men's tournament? We're sitting here. I'm going to get this out on Monday evening. So some of you will hear it. A lot of you won't until Tuesday morning. That'll be the qualification round. What did you make of the round robin? Take it wherever you want, man. Who stood out to you? Who didn't?
I dislike the Americans
Yeah, on principle.
just more than ever, right? And
Your guy, two of your guys.
yeah, no,
Sanderson's been fairly likable. Brady's been fairly unlikable.
Well, he's
Brady Kachuk out there blowing up Germans on Italian soil like it's the spring of '44, man. Like he's just running through people in that last game.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
He has looked a bit like a menace.
Yeah.
A bit.
Yeah.
But still not Four Nations Brady.
Not quite yet. And maybe he can't be. Like maybe that's an unreasonable.
I think Senators fans would suggest that he's being as much of a menace as he possibly can be. But his brother
looks like a douche.
who's the bigger douche, JT Miller or Matthew Tkachuk?
Matthew Tkachuk is a bigger douche.
Like the whole thing about that whole people loving the chirp,
It's a stupid chirp.
the whole Leon.
I'm here with my stacked $300 million salary cap Team USA yelling at Leon Draisaitl. Always a bridesmaid, Leon.
And
yeah, good for you, man.
And what did he say? What was the final part? You make every team, or whatever it is, every team you're on is you make
That's
worse
you or something like
whatever
that.
it was. And you're just like,
Really?
and again,
You buying that?
I thought the same thing you thought. I'm bringing my stacked team. And Leon Draisaitl is on a line with a guy named
Tiffles.
Tiffles. And you're like,
His mom was best friends with Leon's
yeah, but it
mom.
sounds like a Muppet.
Yes.
And this is you're going to,
Haha, Leon. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
and so I'm just like, he knows the live mic is there. It's
He's
not,
looked twice for the camera. Are you on me? Okay.
yeah. It's not a well-timed,
fucking
it's a
douche.
rehearsed, it's not in the moment.
No, clearly.
I am not impressed
He wants the audio for his podcast.
by that.
Podcasters are idiots.
Fucking lazy slack asses. That team still scares me. The Americans.
Germans? Oh.
But I was super stoked to watch the Germans.
I was too.
But they got
disappointing, man.
They were
Did the whole tournament.
outgunned big time in that game.
Yeah, but they were going to be. I hoped they'd put up more of a fight than that. But through the whole round robin, they've been fairly, for the talent that they
lost
do
to Latvia.
have. Yeah.
That's the thing.
You don't want to do that. I
You also
thought-
don't want to lose to the Danes, but
No.
that does happen sometimes too.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought the Germans would have a little more fight. Now, I think they're playing. Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to let myself go down that road too far because I don't have it right in front of me.
France.
But they are in line in a quarterfinal, I think, to play the Swiss if they beat France.
Yes.
So
I think they are in line to play the Slovaks.
yes, that's right. So
France, then the Slovaks, and if you were the Germans,
I'll take that. Like one of those teams is going to get into a semifinal.
100%. The Germans could still feasibly
Yes,
make a semifinal.
right. So I don't know, man. When you look at the rest of the Czechs have been disappointing to me. I think you and I both said I like them to play for a bronze.
Dark horse bronze medalists, Czechs. I thought coming into this tournament.
For me, I don't think I had them dark horse. I thought a favorite for a I guess you'd be playing the Swedes.
Swedes, I would have thought would have been. They've been disappointing.
They've been disappointing as well. And yet, I sort of brought this up on one of the shows I had done over the last couple of days after each round robin day is this sort of applies to the Americans and the Canadians, but it does apply to a lot of other teams. Do you like that the Canadians have just rolled and have looked that dominant and enough people are saying like, holy shit, this is even crazier than I thought it might be versus the Americans who have sort of, I was going to say scuttled through. That's not fair. Like they have been the best team in their pool, but haven't blown anybody away.
That 6-3 Denmark win over Denmark is the thing that makes you go,
Yeah. Like I just, you sort of wonder because it's the debate we always love to have as sports fans. Oh, I'm glad I was tested, right? Like they faced some adversity in the round robin, whereas Canada just cruised. Could that haunt them later? I don't know if there's any legitimacy to the argument at the best of times.
well, I think the Swiss and the Czechs are better than anybody that the U.S. have already
Yes.
seen.
Yeah, no, and that was the thing. Like Canada already had the +9 on the last day, having faced their two strongest opponents.
Correct.
The Americans were yet to face theirs.
So to me, I think as much as they were going to be tested in a round robin, they got it.
I wonder a little bit about, like, the Americans, for better or worse, and we'll see how it's going to pan out. They built their team singularly to beat Canada. So maybe they never had the talent to blow out Denmark 10-2 the way Canada did against France.
Latvia and Germany.
But when we get into the playoffs, right, like we built our team for the playoffs and we just scrape, like whether it be the Panthers or whether it be like, are you buying that for the Americans, or has what you've seen in the round robin suggested that maybe this isn't as well put together as they would hope? Like, or do we just not know yet?
Well, I think when you look at a team that is Bill Guerin put together, that was meant to be a little chippier, a little bit more irritating to play against. That's why you leave off a DeBrincat, a Caulfield, a Hudson,
A Robertson,
like these more skilled, and you're scratching. What's his face from
Connor.
Winnipeg? Kyle Connor. Thank you.
I can't believe you watched 2 games and said, we do need to get Clayton Keller in, and Trocheck and JT Miller, you should stay. That was your takeaway from those games.
Right. And so that is Bill. This is the team Bill Guerin wants. And so it will present Canada problems.
If they get there.
Both
sides, I suppose. But
yes, because
like USA, Sweden.
Yeah, that's a shit quarter, potential
for
quarter.
both.
For both, of course it is.
Yeah.
It's the Canada-Russia from 2010.
That was fun, though.
Yeah, it was in the end.
Hindsight. Yeah.
Honestly, like I said, I'm not, as a non-smoker, I wanted to just start.
Wow. Yeah.
Like it was exhausting at the end of it, and I didn't do shit off my leather recliner.
Yeah.
But it will be. This Canadian team has so worn down the Czechs and the Swiss, who are very capable.
I keep seeing people report that Canada, not to argue with you, but the way these games are playing out, Canada gets stronger as the game goes. Do they? Or are they just wearing the fuck out everybody?
So which is it? Just to me, those two things are the same. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing.
Over and over, and you just can't roll with me for 60 minutes.
Anybody can roll for 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
Yep.
What do you do as it goes on?
You do.
And so to me, it's that is a problem where you go, like, look at the Czechs. That game was so tight. It was, I don't know, in the last minute when Celebrini tipped that goal in.
Yeah. We've held Canada tight for 19 and a half minutes of the first period. We'll take it. And yet here comes McCarr and McKinnon and McDavid.
So at work.
Oh, nuts.
And at work, we had, as long as the manager's in-house, he has it in one of the meeting rooms. It's up on the big screen, and we're watching it. But it was 1-0. I went to the gym for the hour, which is essentially encompassed the second and early parts of the third. Coming back, I'm getting out of the shower, and I still have the radio on, the local rock radio.
Sure.
And they're playing that Simpsons clip that you love so much.
Oh, do I have it?
Stop! He's already dead.
I do love it.
Yeah, and that's the one, man. And they're playing, and I'm like, okay, I know
It's going okay.
that they have. I don't need to go back. I can go back to work. I don't need to go back and watch the third.
Yeah.
Because that's what was happening. And it just, when you continue to do, and it doesn't need to be a physical thing like that
And it
Grand
hasn't
Forks
been.
team or that Vancouver World Juniors team where you just wear them down physically.
Or even the 2014 Olympic team, which wasn't necessarily super physical, but structurally, defensively,
Space eaters.
just strangling you.
Yes.
Right. And this team is John Cooper. Just go. Like, just go do what you do.
Yeah. And I think the thing that has, if you look at the Four Nations team, which was good, obviously, but what has sort of made this more dynamic, and maybe I am, it's hyperbole, but man, I think Macklin Celebrini and his addition, when I saw that, like,
That guy could have played at World Juniors 6 weeks ago.
yes. And
What the fuck?
Yeah. And just like all of our predictions of what these rosters would look like, you and I did ours, and everybody else did theirs.
Oh, man. Can they take a kid that young? Will he fit? Like, is it?
Well, and not only-
my God.
And not only that, It's now I think both you and I had him on our
Yes.
rosters, but it was
That was a debate, though.
yes, of course it was,
Yeah.
and it was the McKinnon and Crosby on the same line.
Yep.
And when you lengthen your lineup out, it's like unlocking. The rest of us didn't see it, weren't looking at it, weren't willing to engage this moving Crosby to a 3.
No, it was sort of I'll bring Suzuki and then have him and Horvat at 3 and
Right.
4. Or Point we still had in the mix at that point.
So that's Celebrini with McDavid and
He was never going to be in the center mix for me. But
I know, but oddly with Wilson and
Yes.
in that top line.
Yeah.
And then you have that third line, air quotes, third line of Crosby, Stone, and Marner.
Yeah.
Which has been killer.
Yes. Possession numbers off the charts. Like
Like it just allows you to, and you go, oh, wait, I wish we could get more out of that McKinnon line.
But that's the part that keeps hanging me up. And I have been on that. Rob, I'm sure you haven't taken the time to listen to my many solo Olympic speed runs.
Every
here
one of
on
them,
the-
Matt. And I actually, some of them twice because they were that good.
I get the appeal, certainly, of playing McKinnon with McDavid, but I just think you are so much more overwhelming than anybody else if you can run 3 deep.
Yes.
And I just think, and you and I talked about this before the tournament started, when we saw just before I left here, we had seen the first practice lines. I didn't like Suzuki on the wing. And that's not supposed to be a Montreal shot that Suzuki's no good. I just didn't think that fit. And I keep wanting to see Reinhart play with McKinnon and Hagel.
Yes.
And we did see it in one practice, and that's probably why that's the one that's on my mind is give that guy a shot. He's been so quiet down on that fourth line, and I know that's counterintuitive to say, well, then you should move him up. I think it's a bad fit with Suzuki where he is and Reinhart where he is. I think having McKinnon, Hagel be the Hyman or the whatever grinder on the line to set up Reinhart, I think that would work. If they haven't done it yet, they're not going to do it. They obviously didn't like it in practice or whatever else. But I certainly look, that first line is great when you can put McKinnon with McDavid and Celebrini. I just think you are so much more daunting. Like you are undefendable when you can put Crosby, McDavid, and McKinnon on separate lines. So I don't love stacking them up outside of, post penalty kill or
You mean putting McKinnon with McDavid?
Yeah, I don't want to do it unless it's those limited moments.
But you look
here
at the
and
way
there.
you look at the way Cooper runs his own Tampa Bay team, trying to get Kucherov more ice time. Right? He runs him in all kinds of scenarios. Right? As a winger, you're able to put him with different centers and go. I think there's you're going to see that. You're going to see that.
I don't mind it
McKinnon
again in those limited moments.
Yes, coming. As
But
you
I
said,
want him to have his
coming
own
off
line.
of PK, off of PKs.
TV timeout, something
You
like that.
you run him out.
Last 40 seconds of a period.
But to me, the idea is, with Marchand potentially coming back for a quarter.
And they did say today he will be back for the quarter.
So who's the guy out for you?
It might be Suzuki.
To me, it's Nick Suzuki, who I was so horny to see.
Yep.
In
I
this,
just think they're using him wrong.
he needs to be that.
He's a pivot.
Bo Horvat is eating his lunch.
Yeah.
Right, that's his spot.
And then Adam Bennett and
Love Adam Bennett. That guy.
Who the fuck
I
is
always
Adam
loved that
Bennett?
guy, but he's not on TV anymore.
Sam Bennett. I understood the appeal there too, right? He can swap in for Horvat. When we started out, it was that Panthers line then, right? He would be between Marchand and Reinhart. And that made a little bit of sense.
If you could put that as your fourth line.
Sure.
Is that not killer though?
Of course it is. But I just, because you haven't used Suzuki correctly yet, and I want McKinnon back in the middle, that doesn't leave a whole lot of room outside of maybe being the 13th, and Jarvis also comes out, and now he's a penalty kill guy for you, a defensive zone fit. Like, I do trust him in that role, Suzuki.
Yep.
I don't think he fits on the wing. Certainly not with McKinnon based on what we've seen so far.
To me, it is.
And if you're not going to do any of that, then he's going to come straight out of the.
It's Jarvis or Suzuki.
Yeah.
Those are it's one of those two guys that you bring out. And if you put Marchand up on that line with McKinnon,
See, I personally think that's a little too high for him, but I get that's what they're going to do.
Man, but to me, that's a guy who you look at his first 2/3 of his NHL season, and he trains with Nate in the offseason.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Those Nova Scotia motherfuckers.
Yeah, I think that is, and it's a line that you're getting already less than you would hope for from.
Yes.
If you get a bump up from the chemistry that is Marchand and McKinnon, and you have the Celebrini McDavid line, and you have the Crosby Stone Marner line is just
gross,
so
man.
smart.
Yeah.
And you go, that's a line that you're going to roll out in your 3 spot, and they are going to.
Well, against France, there was the one Stone just stripped. Somebody haven't passed it over, and that's in the net. We saw in game 1, Marner make that sick pass over
the sauce
to Stone.
Yes.
Like, there's so many of these. It's not even necessarily how offensively dangerous they are, and they are. It's that they're always looming. Like, they're just going to.
Well, they're smart.
Do something that nobody else envisioned, right? Like, I didn't see that as a play or that lifted stick and turn back. We joked about the Mark Stone breakaway against France.
All 4 limbs are going at hyper speed, but none of them forward, right?
Our friend Schreids texted me, and she's like, it's like that dream where you're trying to run, but you just can't get close. I said, to me, it feels more like I've already committed to coming over to have beers with you tonight, and then you tell me after the fact, I've only got Bud Light. I'm like, this is the speed. I'll move towards your party.
Way to stub my toe. And I know, it's horrible. But,
and yet, I said on Twitter, I was like, he fired up the afterburners, and they didn't go, but he scored anyway. Like, he's just like...
To me, it's more like that Forrest Gump thing where he's got those leg braces on, and everything breaks away, and he's just like, I'm free. And to listen to him afterwards say, yeah, the French defender didn't gain on me.
No. Well, it's funny because they did show on camera after he scored. He turns to go back to the bench, and the bench is all laughing, and so now he's laughing like, yeah, all right, like, this is a thing.
And a Mark Stone face after a goal. Yeah. Nobody loves.
High five.
Yeah. High five. Anyway, he is, but he's so smart.
Fucking right, man.
And
that whole line is just
100%
sick to watch.
And so I just. The defense, I will wait and we'll see. We miss Morrissey, and I know you love Colton Parayko.
What?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, sorry, no, it's the exact opposite. Matt's like,
Matt is like, nah.
I kind of like Parayko, but man, that giveaway, that pass against France, and not only the pass, I can forgive the guy the pass, but the missing your guy coming back to the net too, like both.
Yes.
If you miss that fucking pass.
You should be
You should have a huge boner.
You should be able to outskate Mark Stone in that moment.
Getting back to the net and taking that guy away.
Well, and even Binnington, I'm still on this. Like, you gave up 2 goals on 8 shots to start the game against France. That's a 750 fucking save percentage, man. That's not good.
I know, but it is 12 shots over. Like, there's such a long stretch. And that first goal.
I just think you're not going to know if he's going to break your heart till he breaks your heart.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Guess what, Matt?
We're going to get our hearts broken.
You've bought your corsage already, man. You are going to the prom.
I didn't buy it. I tried to throw it away.
You are going to the prom with this dude.
I wanted to go with the big Tomer.
Yeah, so we both did. But guess what? You are standing there with this huge ass tiger lily in your hand because your date has chosen a burnt orange prom dress. That's a little close to home maybe for me, but you know what I'm saying.
Not loving anybody choosing anything orange these days. Anything else on the hockey tournament before we take a break here?
Nope.
Czechs disappointing. Swiss a little impressive.
Czechs disappointing. Oh, I'll wait and see.
Yeah, 100%.
Post Wednesday.
The Finns started off disappointing, and then all of a sudden...
Or the Slovaks and your boy, Juraj Slavakovsky.
Yeah, Simon Nemeth.
The Olympic wonder.
Samuel Halavai. Look at you.
Yeah.
You and your 870 AHL save percentage suddenly lighting her up over here, man.
We're looking directly at you. Halavai.
To replace Binnington.
Yeah.
Look, I think there's a few that I thought the Germans would be a little better. I certainly thought the Swedes would be better. What a strange finish to that game where the Slovaks are celebrating losing 5-3 while the Swedes are despondent after getting the win.
How about top 6 teams in terms of goals against, and the Americans not in that top 6?
Yeah. Getting just lit up
Who
by
would
the
have seen that?
Latvians
Or the Danes.
and the Danes, the great Danes. Freddie Anderson, man. Hey, let me ask you before we take a break. You are the Czechs. You have...
Why do I have to be the Czechs? Why can't you be the Czechs?
Nah, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I know. You're the guy mashing the buttons, so I'll be the Czechs.
You have a qualifying game, and if you win that, which most people assume you will, you have Canada in the quarterfinal. Are you starting Dostal in the qualifying round, or will you save him for Canada and trust that you can get through the qualification round?
Yes.
Yeah.
I rest Dostal because there is no day off in between.
There isn't. No, it's back-to-back.
And so I save because I think they play Italy.
No, Switzerland has Italy.
Okay.
You know what? I'll just check here. Where's my...
It's not France. It's Denmark. It's
It is
Denmark.
Denmark.
It's Denmark, Slovakia.
So you are coaching Czechia. You have Denmark in the qualification round, and if you win that, which you are favored to do, you will have Canada in the quarterfinal. Would you start Dostal to make sure you get through that qualification round, or do you trust your team is good enough to get that done, and you want to save Dostal? I guess you have the option to play him in both games, but that's a guy I think everyone assumes could steal a game. One of the few goalies in the tournament good enough to do so. Do you want to run him back-to-back? Do you use him in the first one and not the second one and not the first one? It's a bit of a ballsy call to not use him in the qualification
Worth
round.
noting that the bronze medal game is on Saturday.
Yeah.
So you are looking at going
Tuesday, Wednesday,
Saturday.
Well, Friday. You'd also have to play a semi. Because this is qualification round.
See, there you go. Okay, thank you. Yes. Yeah. And so to me, it goes qualification quarter, and you hope a semi.
Yeah.
And so to me, I do not start Dostal.
I got to trust. I guess it'll be Vladar. You and I both like Vemelka. They haven't even let him out of the...
Yeah. No, it's Dan the man.
So Vladar versus Denmark.
But to me, you have to have enough, and you got to put your money on Pasternak, who's already come out and said, I need to be better.
He does need to be better.
And so to me, that when you can put out Pasternak, Hurdle, Natchez,
He's been invisible, Hurdle so far.
but that could be a dominant line.
Should be.
And you have more than enough goaltending.
It's the back end, right? They only have 2 NHL
Yeah,
defensemen.
put your money on Radko Gudas. Of course.
Yeah.
So, but to me, I do not start
I'm with you. I think it's
Dostal.
risky, but I'm saving Dostal for Canada and hoping
because this team is not coming in looking for a gold medal.
the Czechs.
The Czechs,
No.
they are looking at, man, we have a chance.
David Pasternak's Instagram after the World Championships said,
Yeah.
anyway.
After the past 2 Worlds, he's like, and after the Four Nations Cup, and they won at Worlds, or they were,
Before Four Nations, yeah.
and he's like, hey,
we get an invite yet?
yeah, what do we need to do?
Yeah.
Well, you need to fucking show
Yeah,
up.
you need to score a little.
And so, to me, if you're looking at, you're going to ride Dostal from that point forward in a quarters into a semis, hopefully.
I have time in an Olympic tournament for the idea that, look, you're our guy. You're just going to have to hold up. We're going to ride you at every turn. Against Denmark, if Vladar or Vemelka can't get it done for you, then
Yeah.
I can't have Dostal tired against Canada.
Right.
Or what's the point? Like,
Because we saw what he did. He was good in that first period.
yes.
Canada, Czechia.
And look, there has always been the argument in sports, man, and I don't know how deep you want to get. Beating somebody twice in the same tournament is hard. Now, Canada is significantly better than Czechia, especially if Hurdle's not going to show up.
And it's the depth.
I get it, but I got to trust that Dostal's going to be my guy if I have any shot at this. And
When you got Crosby,
because what difference does it make? Do I lose on Tuesday or do I lose on Wednesday? Right? Like,
Yeah. Well, everything is And again, you're not losing. If you lose on Tuesday,
If you lose on Tuesday to Denmark
deserve, man.
because
Like,
you
forget
trusted Vladar, like, it's a stupid criticism in my mind to go, well, you should have started Dostel. Well,
yeah, no.
just to lose the next day?
To me, they have enough. They got enough there.
I'm with you on that.
And if it comes down to you're going to roll all your dice on a Wednesday match where your third pairing defenseman from Kladno is going to get eaten up by Crosby, Stone, and Marner, guess what, man? That is not Dostal's fault.
There are Norris Trophy candidates
Yes.
who are going to get eaten up by that trio.
So all I'm saying is, guess what?
Yeah.
That's what I go with. I put all my eggs into the Wednesday basket.
I'm with you on that. So it's going to be a fun few days here. It always is. We got some other stuff to talk about, man. Some stuff from my hometown. The Jays have been...
Blue Jays!
Yeah, they're back at it, man. We are starting to see those green shots from Dunedin under sunny skies while we see other things here at home.
I wish I didn't hate going to the United States.
Yeah. But I do.
But I do.
I've got nothing here. You're giving me baseball and hockey, and I got my keister blowing in the wind. That made you look like a fool here. That's just dumb. I don't want anything to do with this place. This place is run by a bunch of children.